Hello and welcome from Bavaria, a place north of Munich called Sulzemoos. I'm going to show you this motorhome here. It's a used model. I'm going to try and show more used models, things which I may consider to be particularly good or interesting. Nevada T730 from Miller, 38,000 euros. It's got 52,000 on the clock. First registered in June 2014, 730 long, 285 in height, 230 in width. On a 3.5 ton basis, I have no idea how much payload that is, and these are the features that you're getting. So not a huge amount, but there's one of them up there, which is the awning. I say what I find particularly interesting. I'm unable to say as to the quality of the construction or anything of that nature because I don't really know. But this model here, I think the price is quite interesting, and for its age. Also, the way it looks inside, oh, that's not quite dark, and the way it is here out the back. This, for a relatively cheap van, has this very interesting, I think, bedroom design. It's not original. For example, I mean, not Concordia, but Morello has the same sort of thing amongst other companies, but obviously they're not at this price level. So there we have that. In the garage, can you see in the garage? It's all dark. But anyway, what's happened here? I can't make it brighter. Sorry, that's it. So anyway, the garage here though is quite large. I can't get it from the outside. I've already tried. It's locked. But you've got a very big garage there. Very big wardrobe. And that's quite large as well. Now, for its age, I've got to say that the toilet is in good condition. It seems to be anyway. I haven't used it, so I'm unable to say up there. I don't know why this has sort of been done in plastic. Maybe there's a reason for it. Anyway, either I don't know how it works or it's broken. That's probably the former rather than the latter. Another interesting feature here, you've got a domestic plug hole down there. And this at the top, that is a very interesting window, I think. This porthole in the roof. Mind you, if it breaks, then you really are in trouble. Now, you can close and open this. I don't know how you lock it, but I do now. No, I don't. Anyway, so this sort of slides backwards and forwards. But now, as you stand here, the idea you've got here is this huge amount of space. Okay, it's only 230 centimeters in width, but it certainly does give the impression that there's a lot of room here. Another thing I'd have to say is that really the finishing looks absolutely new. So whoever had this kept it in really good condition. Now here I've noticed many of these vans they've got here they were registered only a few months ago and are presumably used for demonstration or something like that, or I don't know what, but this must have been used by somebody. I presume it was a trade-in for something else, and they have kept this in absolutely fantastic condition. And indeed, there are one or two vans I've seen here which have clearly been used much more than mine has. Well, of course, I've been living in mine, so maybe if I'm not driving it so much. But anyway, they've done more kilometers than mine have, and they are really in absolutely immaculate condition. Now, Miller as a company, I don't know much about it. I know who distributes them, and that's one thing I can say. But other than that, I really know very little about the company. Don't see many tables of this nature any longer, but there are in new vans, that is. One of the features here, of course, you can actually make a sort of a bed from it, and I suspect there may be even a way of actually filling in so it goes along that way as well. But I believe it will. You can this, well, clearly there's a space, and you can do it. You can to make a smaller bed. Maybe for somebody of my height, it would be a bit awkward, but for a child, it wouldn't be so bad. You've got a step there. Obviously, we want a flat floor if possible. Or I want a flat floor if possible, but I'm not going to get one. Not at this price level. And you see, you got the step up there as well. So without the double floor, in winter it will be a bit nippy, but as mine will be this evening. So I'm going to stop here tonight because there's so much stuff here to actually film, which is great. So what do you think of this, Mac? I think this is it's an interesting van. Nice van. I'll show you one or two others. I'll have to do it quite quickly though, because no, I don't have to do it quite quickly. I want to do it quite quickly. I don't want to do videos of huge length when I'm supposed to be doing this Nevada T730 for 38,000. Here's one from PLA, Mr. 550, 42,000, and this is from 2018. If I can get in, I can. Bed up there, very high vehicle, this one. Plenty of space there for taller people. We'll have to have a look at that in more detail in another film. These overcabs, I've done them separately. T640 from Gluckmobile, which is the name of the distributor. 2011, 35,000 euros. Oh, I'm a tramp, 39,000. This thing here is from 2012. And I think of all the vans they've got here, this is the one I'd go for. I think. See how the bed can be made there. An extra bed. Death Lifts Advantage, 40,000 euros from 2010, is it? Yes, July 2010, T611. So it's a 10-year-old van, this one now. Actually, it does in a way when I think about it. It does sort of look. It looks like a style, which is no longer used in motorhomes. I don't know anything about fashion or anything like that, but that sort of does rather jump out at me. And there's an La Strada Avanti Just to make the point here, what you do, obviously that's a camper van, so I won't bother that now. You've got behind it the Heimer 6580 Starline for €73,000. What's this? Death Left's Spree, relatively new vehicle. I mean, fantastic selection, and this is just part of it. Please do bear in mind what I said at the beginning, though. If there's anything you want, it's up to you to contact the company. I have no financial interest in this whatsoever. You must, if you're saying that you fancy, you've got to contact them, not me. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you'll subscribe, and if you get any benefit from what I do, please do consider supporting me on Patreon. Thank you very much.